What is up, everybody? I am Maximilian Deer, aka the Dispo Pirate. And today we're not going to be dispoing. Today, guys, I am actually going to try and get a contract signed live. So if you saw Tuesday's episode when we went live, I was cold calling PPL leads and I got this random lead, guys, in the middle of nowhere, like West Virginia, but it did comp. It did work. And the guy wanted, I think, like 30 or like 35,000. We hit him with a $20,000 offer. He said, let me sleep on it. Called me up the next day and he said, hey, I'm ready to sign. So let's call him back. Let's make sure he signs. Let's get that contract signed, guys. And then I'm going to look at a few of your deals. And then in about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, I'm actually going to cold call properties live. I'm going to hop on my 14 line dialer. Just start calling. Just start calling. So that's that, guys. How's the mic sound? How is everything? You guys ready for this? Let's actually do this. All right, cool. And guys, Ty here just got a deal. Made $2,500 and his JV partner made $2,500. So that's pretty cool. Shout out to Ty. Don't want to jinx it, but that should be hopefully getting locked in tomorrow. So shout out to Ty. And yeah, guys, let's check out this deal. So you guys saw last episode, this property here in West Virginia, country mama. Who wholesales in West Virginia? Absolutely nobody. But I actually wanted to see if I could get a property in West Virginia, and we did. And this seller wants to move on it. House doesn't look to be in that bad of shape. He's going to be sending me pictures tomorrow. So a lot of you guys ask, Max, should I lock up a deal if I don't have pictures? Ryan Binion, guys, a wholesaler who's doing 6 figures a month. Ryan Binion, would you lock up a property without pictures, or would you wait until you got pictures from like the seller or from a bird dog? Like which one? I don't know. I mean, who am I to say? Who am I to say? Well, I'll give you guys my expert opinion here. Let's see if Ryan answers. Guys, lock up deals. Never wait. Never wait. Ever. How much louder do I need to yell? Never wait. Ever. Because when you wait, a sniper like Ryan will come in and steal your effing deal. They'll steal your deal because they won't wait. What's the worst thing that happens? You cancel the contract. And if you're really smart, in your contracts, you put a clause, a renegotiation based off of condition clause, where if a property was described to you one way, and then after you go see the property, you get pictures, and it's another way, you can renegotiate. The seller has signed and said, yeah, I'll renegotiate. Now, do they have to? No, but they have to, like, it's best interest. So yeah, get properties without pictures. And if it's really bad, you cancel. If it's okay, you make money, or you get a price reduction. And if it's good, you make money. It's like, guys, come on. Anyways. So yeah, we don't have pictures yet, but I still want to lock this deal up. So with all that being said, guys, I sent out a contract. Hold on here. Where is my little contract? So here's a contract we sent out, right? We sent that out yesterday, and now let's call our man and get him to sign. He told me to bug him a little bit later, so I'm gonna call him real quickly. Then I'm gonna look at a few of your guys' deals that you guys have sent me, and then we're gonna be cold calling people with our 14 line dialer here shortly. That's always fun. We always get some interesting conversations. We absolutely just hit this guy with a low ball, and he came around. So you guys gotta hit people with your low ball offers, especially in areas like West Virginia. I mean, come on. This guy is such a sweetheart and not a homo way. Like, this is the nicest guy in the world. So I hope I can help him. And a straight.
Hello.
Hey, this is Max. Hey, I'm doing well. I know you're still at work, right? Perfect. Well, enjoy that baseball game, and then if you get back and you have any questions, you can just call or text me. I'll be available. Nothing. I already went through that agreement with you. There's no surprises.
Yeah. Okay. So, in the morning, and you said text or email the pictures. It doesn't matter, does it?
Doesn't matter to me.
Okay. So, is there anything in particular you want a picture of, or just walk in the living room, snap a picture of 4 walls? Go in the kitchen, snap a picture of 4 walls. Bedrooms, bathrooms, bar room, the utility room. I think I took that light out. Regardless, I can take a picture of it. But is that what you want?
Yeah, so if you can just as many pictures as possible, I will not get mad at you for taking too many or sending me too many. I would love, pictures of the exterior. I would like, pictures of every room. If you can even get up close to some of like the majors, like try to get a picture of the roof, try to get a picture of if there's a water heater, that new furnace you put in there, all those main items. It really helps me out. As much electrical panel, all that stuff.
The hot water tank. I actually did replace that. I can't remember how long ago it was. I would say I don't know. I'll have to look at that. But yeah, hot water tank had been replaced. Furnace has been replaced. Um, yeah, I'll take some pictures and I'll take those in the morning. You're in Texas or California? Because I think your phone comes up California.
Phone comes from California, but I'm in Texas.
Okay, okay. Um, so you're what? 3 hours behind us? 2 hours behind us?
Probably just one hour. It's 5:30 for me.
Okay, so yep, 6:30 for us. Okay, but yeah, I'll get those pictures in the morning. I'll probably go over about 8 o'clock or so. Knock those out. So by the time you start to get up, you should be getting them.
Sounds good. I look forward to it. Thank you. Enjoy that baseball game.
Yeah, and if there's anything you say, hey, can you give me a better picture of that, or hey, what's going on with that? I'll be glad to answer that as well.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, just as many as you can and get as detailed as possible, and that will be wonderful for me.
All right, perfect.
All right, thank you.
All right, bye.
Sorry, guys, if you can't hear. Mics are weird, and sometimes they take out background noise, and they think seller calls are background noise. So please let me know, how did that sound? I changed some settings. So were you able to hear him? Was it faint? Were you able to hear me? Am I too loud? Just let me know how the audio is sounding. So thumbs up, thumbs down. But if you guys saw, we became good friends, me and this guy. So what I did earlier, guys, is I literally just walked him through the contract. I think a lot of you guys should be doing that more. A lot of you guys are getting sellers in contracts, and get surprised. I walk my sellers through my contract. So, hey, Ryan, in the chat, do you walk your sellers through your contracts? Because when a seller wants to, I do, especially this guy. Some people just don't care. They'll just sign whatever. But some guys are a little weary. Like, he was like, no, I want my attorney to review everything. I said, fine, go have your attorney review it. He came back to me now. He's like, do I really need my attorney to review it? I was like, no, do you just want me to go through it with you? If you'd like your attorney to review it, I mean, please go ahead. I'm not encouraging not to. But I was like, can I walk you through the contract? And then, like Ryan says, guys, you have to walk them through it. There you go. Unless he senses that they don't care. He cared. He genuinely cared. So I walked him through this entire contract. So what is this contract? Well, actually, guys, funny enough, the contract I'm using right now is actually RJ Bates's contract. And if you want access to it, if you want access to everything RJ Bates teaches, I'll actually drop you guys a link where you can schedule a call with Titanium University, RJ Bates's program. Is it paid? Yeah. Is it a good chunk of money? Yeah. Have I really enjoyed it? Absolutely. And if you guys really want to take your PPL to the next level, I highly recommend you check it out. Not saying you have to join it. I don't know if I make any money by referring you. Haven't asked RJ, but he's really nice to me. Consider him a friend. And if you guys really want to get good at PPL, join Titanium University. Best of the best. Anyways, this is RJ's contract, and it's a really just simple contract. I use it sometimes when I'm doing nationwide wholesaling. Got my price here. We can actually go through it together real quick, guys, if you like. Got my price. You got the property information, got sellers, buyers. There's a few clauses. Again, this renegotiation based on condition is really, really, really important. Some other stuff here. I put EMD of 500. So why did I do that? Because this guy was concerned about EMD. Usually, guys, EMD, I'm putting closer to 10 bucks. This one, I put 500 just because he started to be like, oh, how much are you putting down? My attorney's going to review it. And I was like, okay, hey, man, like, 500 bucks. Like, I don't care, because it's deposited after the inspection period. Really key. It's deposited after the inspection period. So I have like 7-10 days to view the property. If we're good to go, money goes in after the inspection period. If I get a buyer, money goes in after the inspection period. If you can do that, I encourage you to do that. Make sure to look up your local laws. Yeah, man. The rest of it, guys, make sure your contracts are assignable. I had a problem with one of my wholesalers on a Plano deal, guys. What's his name? I'm terrible with names. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not Pace Morby where I can remember all your guys' names. Was it Jeremy? May have been Jeremy. Anyways, you know who you are if you're watching this. He didn't put and/or signs in a contract, and nowhere in the contract did it say it was assignable. So we had to sign an amendment and make the contract assignable. And if we didn't do that, then we would have to double close. It just becomes difficult, guys. So make sure your contracts are assignable. I told the guy, hey, like, this is an assignable contract. I may assign it, right? It's okay. Like, just be honest, be upfront. Anyways, so that's that, guys. Good. We got a deal live. Congrats. Shout out to me. We got a deal live in West Virginia. I'm going to be the first wholesaler in America to wholesale property in West Virginia. That's my goal. That's why I got this deal. I want to see if it's possible. I've never heard of someone wholesaling a house in West Virginia. I'm sure it's been done. I just haven't heard about it, so I thought it would be funny to actually do it. Am I going to make a lot on this? No. Literally, if I make $0, but I can help this seller, mark my words, I will sell this property for $20,001. Just want to help this guy. He's such a good guy. All right. So you guys want me to check a few of your deals? I will do that. Ty is loading up my dialer. Shout out to Ty. I'm going to launch a couple properties up here, guys, because a few of you have submitted some deals and want me to check them out. I just got off the phone with Brandy, one of my wholesalers, and she submitted me a property. Let's check this out. She said she wanted about $250 for it. So it's a house, guys. As you can see, this is a house. Camera's probably not going to focus. I'll pull it up here. It's a house. Okay, Ty said the dialer's done, so we'll get dialing here shortly. Let me know again how the mic sounds, guys. But she says this house is probably a teardown, and you're better off building land on it. Really, really interesting. So let's check this out. Put the address in right here. You guys know I wholesale a lot of land. Honestly, anywhere in the U.S., we're wholesaling a lot right now in Maryland. So you guys can bring me your land deals anywhere. But this one just so happened to be in Texas, in Dallas, Fort Worth, which I just know best. You sent the ticket. A lot of you guys have been sending tickets. I've been a little bit behind, and the team's been behind. We've been dispoing a lot of properties. So I'll try to get to those today in the live stream if possible. Ty, if you have some time, can you tag me on the most important tickets that you need me to check, and I'll get on those. So here's a property, guys. Again, real good rule of thumb, guys. If a property, if the Zestimate is around where you're locking up your deal, oftentimes it's a bad deal. She's asking 250, Zestimate 300. That's probably like the max. That's probably the max, right? Some of you guys are bringing me properties and you're asking, you're like, hey, like, seller wants 160 and the fucking Zestimate's 160. I'm like, guys, I can't help you. Like, it's not a good deal. Usually like 70, 80% is Zestimate max, preferably 50 to 60% is Zestimate. All right. I'm going to use Propelio. If you guys want to use Propelio, just go to freepropelio.com. That's my affiliate link. Supports the channel. Make all this content for free. Don't charge for anything. So helps pay the bills, keeps the lights on, keeps the studio going. So if we're looking at this for a land build, here's how I would comp land. We're going to use a combination of Propelio as well as Regrid. You guys know this by now. You guys know how I comp land. If you don't, no worries. So here's the lot. Looks like a good, nice, beautiful lot. This is the type of lot we're looking for. There's a street. What else do we look for? We look for utilities. You should be able to see utility poles if you go to Street View. You're also going to look for if it's flat. This is pretty flat. You look for like if it's cleared. This one has a house on it, so it's a little bit different of a situation. It's not in a flood zone, and you know what? It's zoned for residential, right? There you go. That's how you check land. Going here, we're going to go to comparables real quick. And we're going to see what similar lots have sold for, and we're also going to see what new properties are selling for. So what are new houses selling for, guys? New houses look to be selling for, well, there's not a lot of comps. So let's go back up to 2 years just to see if we can get a comp. And I literally cannot get a comp. So there's not a lot of new construction here, which is a bit concerning. But there is some, look at that. That's 1.5 mils. However, guys, notice this is on the country club. So properties on a country club, on a golf course, are always going to go for more. This one's 1.54 million. All right, but it's on a country club. So this one's 900,000. Hard to say what this lot is worth. Usually, guys, a lot like this would be something you could sell for about 25%. That is 25% of what new homes are going for. So if you could build a $1 million house, you're looking at a $250,000 lot. You know, she's asking 250. She's not out of her mind. She is not out of her mind. I think it's a little high, but she is not out of her mind. All right. Typically, guys, the rule is 20%, but with land in high-end areas, we're looking at 25%. Okay, this is what I would consider a high-end area. However, this is a bit concerning to me. This one hasn't sold, but it's only been on the market for 14 days. So we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. However, the lot's slightly bigger. This is an interesting one. Any sold lot comps that we can base our assumptions on. Let's see. If we get nothing, I don't know. It's going to be a tricky one. This lot sold for 211, and it's a pretty good comp. So, yeah, that's about all I'm getting. I really thought 211 would be the number. So I'm going to message Brandy, be like, reviewed your deal. Oh, she's texting me. Is she watching a live stream? She may be watching a live stream. That's funny. All right, well, I'll let her text me. Anyways, all right, so that's that deal. You guys saw how we comp land? Thumbs up. Thumbs up in the chat. Love it. I'm going to start dialing here soon, so I'll look at a couple more deals. We got 2 more deals in me. All right, so who's up next? Ty, we're checking out one of yours? All right, let's go to the Discord, guys. If you guys aren't in the Discord, I mean, I know you guys are in the Discord. It's the best Discord ever. All right, let's see. Ty said he tagged me on some. Ty, you DM me or did you tag me? What'd you do, Ty? Tell me, Ty. We got a lot of. Did you at me on the tickets I need to check out? Nationwide leads. This one. All right. So someone. Here's a Houston duplex. All right. So you guys want to check a duplex in Houston? This one was submitted by Hustler. Oh, it's possible deal number 1. All right. I already started this one, so might as well. This is possible deal number 1. He's can roughly get it for 139. Let's see. Guys, duplexes are a bit tricky to comp. If you guys want a secret to comping your duplexes, I recommend RSVPing, guys, not for the wholesalers, but for wholesalecalculators.com. These are my proprietary calculators that are coming out soon. Go in here, just RSVP so you can reserve the cheapest price possible. I have a duplex calculator in there, okay? Little secret for you guys. All right, let's hop over to Propelio again. I'm going to text Brandy here shortly. She's texting me. She's spamming me. She's sending me a million messages. Brandy, guys. Brandy's a wholesaler here in DFW. She does PPC. And she just made about 30 racks on a deal here in DFW. All right. That's pretty sick. We like PPC. PPC, pay-per-click. All right. So, guys, this deal, duplex. Again, remember, we're looking at duplexes. This one is a duplex. This one's listed for 240. This is not a duplex. So there's a duplex listed for 240, and it's been fully renovated, and it's a pretty damn good comp, I think. This is, I don't know what the hell this thing is. That's for 150. This one's 335. So guys, duplexes are a little confusing. So how do I usually comp duplexes? You can look at comps. That's a good way. Or what you can do is look at what rent's going for. Who's calling me? Hey, this is Max.
Hey, Max. This is Brittany from TU. How's it going?
Oh, hey, Brittany from TU. I'm actually on a live stream right now.
Perfect. Well, hey, I was just running across the investor lift numbers, and yours popped up for the Decorah, Iowa area. I got a property that may interest you on this one.
Okay. Okay. You're live right now, so tell me what you got.
Perfect. So this is a 2-bed, 1-bath, 780 square feet with a room for another room in the basement that's unfinished.
Okay.
But as far as exterior, I think that's where you would want to spend the majority on the cosmetics, but the interior is pretty solid. It was recently updated.
What's
so you may just want to do a little bit of the cosmetics on the inside. Everything else, majors, are all in good condition.
what's the address?
Sorry, you broke up?
What's the address?
Yep, the address, let me pull that up, is 714 Washington Street in Decorah, Iowa.
Okay. Oh, not in. What was that town?
Decorah, Decorah.
Got it. Okay, so y'all have this under contract, and you're trying to see where I can dispo it at.
Yeah, if you wanted it, or if you were maybe gonna take it down and re-wholesale. I don't know, do another wholesale to it.
Yeah, I'm not a. I don't think I'm an end buyer for you out there. But if you needed help with dispo, I'll happily do that. Just up to you guys what you need.
Yeah, I would love to see if your numbers meet ours. I know you're pretty quick at comping.
Yeah, let me check this out. So it's 1890, 780. Okay, so 2-1. All right, let me open this up. All right, here, I'll also open it up on Investor Lift too. All right, so what do I get? All right, so it's not a huge area for investor activity. 36 unique buyers. Was this just a PPL lead you guys got, a little bit rural?
Oh yeah, you know how that goes.
151. Okay, so it's not the worst town I've seen, but it's not the best I've seen either. Okay. Just wanted to check how many buyers and activity there was. Seems like there was 151 properties that moved out there, investment properties that sold. Okay. What am I seeing for numbers? You guys only have one bath? It's not 1.5? Is it just one bathroom, or is it 1.5?
Oh, sorry, you're cutting out. Say that again.
Is it just one bathroom, or is it 1.5?
It's, as far as I know from the seller, it's just the one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
1.5.
So this one sold for 240, I believe, which is good. It sold for full list. Looks pretty nice. This one was 182. Trying to figure out why that one was so much cheaper, and it has an extra bathroom. That's a bit odd. It's not the nicest house. They have weird color choices, and it's not fully updated, so that's probably why. This one's 120, and okay, not too many comps to go off of. This one's 160. How nice is it? Not that nice. Okay. So, I mean, I think you're looking at probably north of 200 if it's remodeled nicely, which is more than I thought out there.
Yeah.
This one's 205. Can't see inside. Okay. Yeah, and then what kind of work did you say it needed? Like maybe 40 grand?
Yeah, so all the majors are good. Let me just go through these notes real quick. I mean, you've got rehab notes that it was fully gutted and remodeled from the studs. I don't have an exact date of when that happened, how many years ago it's been, but electrical panel newly updated, HVAC it's functional in good condition, water heater new within 3 years, roof is good condition, plumbing all updated, gas and water lines. So all it's needing is just that exterior paint and cosmetic on the inside for just a refresher.
Okay. So if all new majors, this one's pending at 240, which is good. Let me see how long this has been on market real quick. This one's been on market for about a month or so. So yeah, the days on market's not awful. So yeah, I mean, even if it's oh, that's a much bigger house. Okay. So yeah, even if we call it, okay, so I'd have to spend a little bit more time on it, but let's just call it like, what did you guys think? Like 210? Where were you guys at?
So we actually kept it at 180. Just
Okay.
we were saying 200 if you did a value add for the third bedroom
That's fair.
and basement.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay. And then, okay, so 0.92. And then it's hard to say what rehab is, but you're thinking if you do that basement too, it's like 40.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking probably closer to like that 30. Really, because I mean, adding the downstairs room. I mean, I guess if you wanted to do a half bath down there, it might help. So, yeah, you know, you could push it to 40.
Okay. Yeah. So then obviously, you know how RJ does his math. So for an investor to make about 40K profit, they want to buy it around 100, but you may be able to push your dispo price slightly higher. Where'd you guys get it under contract?
120.
So yeah, it's a little tight, unless it doesn't need that much work. And then you can't do I know RJ's not a big novation guy, but you can't do a novation on this.
I don't think. Usually, if we do novations, Danielle, Tyler, and Jason, they're in the group that I'm dispoing for. They're usually pretty quick to decide whether or not that's going to be a novation or not.
Okay.
And I guess they just chose not to.
Okay. Yeah, this seems like more of an ovation if the exterior is not awful. Okay. I mean, I think it's on the high end, it sells for 120 just from what I'm seeing. But again, if you sent me pictures, maybe I could, change my mind on it. You may be able to squeeze out a small fee. I'm happy to try to do you guys a solid and see if I can find somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me at least drop the investor link, investor lift link over to your text here. At least you have the pictures. Those are the updated from the seller. It is vacant, or I'm sorry, it is occupied. It'll be vacant at closing. Yeah, I'll let me chat with Danielle and
let me know if a possible price reduction would be possible with the seller, or if they're just stuck at their price and they'll just won't sell the house.
So this is already reduced.
Oh.
I got 2 offers on decor. So we did get 2 offers on this one for 115, but obviously we're like that's above where we even have it contracted.
That's actually not a bad offer.
Seller won't
Okay.
drop any more on the house.
Okay.
It's already set as low as we can get it.
Yeah, 115 doesn't sound bad, but okay, yeah, send it my way and I'll take a look at it when I get a chance. So thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Okay,
Appreciate
it. You too. Bye. Little high, guys. Little high. You got to make sure that you right off the bat run your numbers. Run your numbers right off the bat. What? That took me 5 minutes and I fucking nailed it. Like you got to pick it up around 100. We're getting 115K offers. You want to make 15K on your wholesale deals. It's math, not magic, like the wise RJ once said. So let's quickly flip back to this duplex. This thing's going to kick my ass because duplexes are really tough to comp. I don't know where it went. Here it is. I don't know actually where that duplex went. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do this one later. Duplexes are tough. So yeah, guys, with duplexes, you can look at what rents are going for, and then try to do something like the 1% rule, especially here in Fort Worth. Or this one in Houston. Here in Houston, which one? Where is this one? Oh, this one's actually in Fort Worth. So I can actually probably get you a number on this, man. Let me reach out to some buyers and see what they'd say. But just rents in this area, my dude, are going for. Well, there's no comps. So that actually sucks. But something for a duplex really doesn't sound bad. I think you should try to lock it up. I mean, I have nothing to go off of. 140, can you try to get it closer to like 120? Stockyards, bro, this is a really, really good area. I wish we had some. Here, let me just get rid of duplex here for a second and try to see what houses are going for, which is not perfect way to comp. But, I mean, see, this one's renting for 1,000, right? So if this is a similar, run your numbers and see, is yours also a 1-1 or is yours a 2-1? If yours is a 2-1, it may be even able to get more than $1,000 in rent. So if you can get, let's say here's a quick way to comp these guys. But again, you can use my calculators here soon. 1,200, let's say, because it's a 2-1. You times that by 2. That is 2,400. Now you just multiply that by 100. That is 240,000. And then you're going to subtract your repairs. So this is what we would call your ARV. Now you subtract your repairs. Let's say this thing needs 50. So now you're at 190. Again, duplexes are going to be more expensive to repair, guys, because you have you have multiple bathrooms and multiple kitchens. So let's just say, fuck, dude, I don't know. It's 80K to repair this thing. I don't know. We're just making up numbers right now. Okay. 160. Now I want to subtract my assignment fee. Let's say 30. And then now that gives me an offer of 130,000. $135,000. So you said you can get it for 139. I mean, we're pretty damn close, dude. I think your rehab's gonna be low. You're saying rehab's 45. It may be higher, but if rehab is actually that, dude, I'd lock it up. So at Hustler, lock this one up, buddy. Good job. I would lock it up. Good job, dude. Go lock that one up, man. Go lock that one up. Good job. All right, I'm gonna look at a few more guys, and we're gonna start dialing. We've been live for 30 minutes. Wow, Juan, you're really showing your true colors here. How my is the calculator gonna be? How much? For you, $1 million. For everyone else, it's gonna be discounted. Max, I have an REO pad split in the hood, and they're desperate to sell it. Wow, you guys send me the worst shit. Okay, Cody, we can look at it, man. Okay, let me look at another one. Ty said possible deal number 1. I literally said go get it, so I think that could be a good deal. I'll comp it. My man's got a deal in Georgia. All right, last one, guys. I think we're gonna do, and then unless there's anyone else that needs a deal done. Someone's yelling at me to do 1906 Muncie. What about if someone wants to sell their interest in a property? You can do that. It gets a little complex, but yeah, you can do that. You can like set up. I'm probably not the best at this. Cody would know more than me. I mean, you can set up an LLC, I believe, with the sellers, and then you guys can own the LLC as joint partners. That's probably, I would imagine, the cleanest way to do it. But that sounds fucking horrible. Excuse my French. It just sounds horrible to do that. But it's possible. Okay. Should we check out your Muncie deal, man? 1906 Muncie. Okay, I want to get dialing here. What's this 1906 Muncie that's making you so excited? A lot land for sale. Why have I feel like I've seen this one before? I feel like I've seen this one a million times. So this is in 75212. As you guys know, this is one of the best zip codes for land. I just sold land here really, really, really high. That deal is still in the works, so not going to talk about it currently. This one seems like it's priced pretty well, but I feel like there's a problem with it. Maybe not. Let's see. The lot's really skinny. So that's your problem with this lot, my man. So again, throw it in the regrid. You see how skinny it is? Look how skinny this lot is. If I measure it, this thing's probably like what? 40 feet, maybe? Why is this not working? Oh, I messed it up. Hold on. This thing is 50 feet. Oh, 50 feet's fine, though. 50 feet's fine. Hey, Ryan, remember when we wholesaled that 24-foot lot on Parvia? That was in this area, Ryan. So somewhere over here, guys, there's a street called Parvia, and there was a lot that was literally half of this. So imagine how skinny it is. It's half of this. And Ryan Binion and I wholesaled it. It was like this wide. It literally looked like this. We got it for 74 and we sold it for 99. The good old days. The good old days. Back when that was a crazy deal. Ryan did not get paid enough on that deal. That was bullshit. I didn't get paid enough on that deal. Neither of us got paid enough. Someone else got paid a lot, but neither of us got paid enough on that deal. But talk about a crazy ass deal. That was pretty cool. So anyways, yeah, this looks like a good lot. What's wrong with it? Something has to be wrong with this deal because it should sell. The street's really shitty, but it's not the worst I've ever seen. Man, I don't know what's wrong. Is this just a... Let me actually hold on. I think I know what's wrong with it. So this is what's wrong with your lot, my man. Actually, I still don't... If it was above Singleton, it would be worth probably 150, 160. Below Singleton here, man, it's worth a lot less. So that's why it's a shit deal, because it's just not... It's just in the wrong pocket. Akron has a 165K pending. you would want to call this realtor and see where this one's pending at. So what you tell them, you say, hey, I'm an interested investor, or you say, hey, I'm going under contract on a lot nearby. I just want to know what this one's pending at to figure out where I should price mine. See what this is pending at. Yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem like terrible, but it's not in the right pocket. Would they take like 120 for it, my dude? You guys, rule of thumb is you have to offer minimum 20K below MLS. 20K below MLS. So can you try to offer 120? Like highest 120 MAO. Hit them with like a 110 first. I'd send you POF if you need it. Not a terrible deal. All right. New camera angle unlocked. Yeah, we're trying it. All right, you guys want to get cold calling, or should I look at a few more of your deals? What do you guys think? We can look at a few deals later. Let's just let's whip out the dialer. Let me go do the dialer. Let me cold call some people. So Ty was very gracious to load up the dialer. So what we're going to do is I'm going to invite. Okay, you guys want to test it? Can you guys hear my music? Did you guys hear that? Yes or no? Up in the chat if you heard that, down in the chat if you didn't. And we're like, Did you guys hear? Don't know why. That was a terrible, terrible song. Yes, no. Yes, you heard that? Okay, good. You guys all heard that. That was terrible. Okay, cool. That means you're going to hear the dialer. So let's just start dialing. Right now, guys, it's about 6 o'clock. Great time to be dialing. I like cold calling up until like 7. Why can I not log in? Hold on. I was clicking the wrong button. So, guys, this is Enzo Dialer. If you guys want to try Enzo Dialer, try to go to maxenzo.com if the link works. I feel like half the time it doesn't. Let's see. Does maxenzo.com work for you guys? Damn. Okay, hold on. Why do my affiliate links, like, never work? Hold on. Go back. Okay, here you go. All right, here's a link, guys. This is my favorite dialer I've been using. It's up to 14 lines at once, and for less than 200 bucks, I think it's a steal. But that's just my personal opinion. Go try it out for yourself. I actually got my affiliate code here. Go, dude, stop doing that. So here it is. If you guys want to try out Enzo Dialer, give it a shot. I'm gonna go start calling right now. All right, we running some CS:GO tonight. You down, bro? You down? We can run some CS:GO tonight. I'm not opposed. We could run it right now. I can cold call and do CS:GO. Why does this keep happening? Is someone logging into the dialer? Let me make sure that no one's logging into my dialer. MacArthur? Oh, he hung up. There we go, guys. We're calling. You see how fast someone... Ronald? See how fast people are answering, guys? This is the power of 14 lines running at once. What kind of list are we calling right now? I believe I'm calling a high equity list. Ty, what the heck are we calling? All right. Oh, my Lord. I think it's someone logging into my dialer. Brenda? Why is... Okay, guys, so we're calling a Birmingham list high equity plus vacant. So pretty interesting. We're calling properties in Birmingham, Alabama, and it is a high equity list. All right, I think that is a dialer going crazy today. Hey, Ivan? Ivan, you there? Ivan. Why is no one answering? What's going on? Yeah, please do. All right, I'm making sure that no one on the team is logged in. What's going on with the dialer? Why is it doing this? What do you mean no one is in your session? What does that mean? Is Enzo freaking out? Really? That was the plan for today's video. Hey, Alan?
Yeah, speaking.
Oh, hey, Alan. Was actually calling about that house on 43rd Avenue.
Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham.
There you go. Well, if you're interested, it's for sale.
It is for sale. Perfect. I actually just closed on a property in Center Point, a good little rental, and was looking at some houses in Birmingham.
Good.
Well, cool.
Yeah, this one needs work. This is the best thing in the world for a sweat equity. You know, some kid who wanted, like, your daddy's a general contractor and he wants to learn the trades, get in there and do it. The structure's all there. It's got good bones. It's got good floors and walls, but it's been vacant long enough. It got stripped, so you got to redo the copper. The plumbing's out, but I'd go, Pemex, PEX down there. But for somebody to do it, if you're a flipper, you're fine. If you want to get it fixed up and rent it, it's there's probably a good 3-4 months of work in there. So I just want to be candid with you.
I appreciate how candid you are. I'm just curious. You said it's for sale, but it's not listed on the market with a realtor?
No, I had it up. Somebody, contacted me blind back in February, and they didn't know what they were getting into. I bought it as a tax deed. They didn't understand tax deeds. They don't know that you can do quiet title. That, they're rookies, and that's fine. I mean, not every, if everybody was expert, it would be harder for you and I to make money. So, it does have that. I do have, if you know Tax Title Resources out of Orange County, California, they did all the work, basically make sure that everybody that needed to get notified did. The guy who owned it, died. He didn't leave any heirs, so nobody's been sniffing around. And the dust is settled 5-6 years ago. So it's fine. When they do their certification, Tax Title Resources, First American Title will issue a policy. I just never got it because I don't have a loan. It wasn't even worth, $250 to me to get the title. I know I've got it, so that's fine. But when it comes time to deliver it, the guys who had the listing in February didn't know what that all meant. And if you're in the industry, you already know, and I don't need to educate you. So
Completely gotcha. And then you said it's for sale. So what are you looking to get for it?
I'd like 25, 20. I'd like as much as I can get, but somebody's going to have to put, in my numbers, they're going to have to put 30, 35 grand in it to get it up to Section 8. You don't have to make it the Taj Mahal, but anything that's there has to be functioning. And that was my plan. Get it up to Section 8, get it rented, let the federal government pay the bulk of it. The tenant's just thrilled to be there because they got a roof over their head.
Yeah.
And sit on it for 6 or 7 years. I think Birmingham's bouncing back. They got the best medical facilities in the whole Southeast, better than Atlanta, better than Miami. The teaching college, University of Alabama, Birmingham. Anyway, this is about 5.5 miles out of downtown, which is where all that's located. And, my plan was to just get it buttoned up, get it leased, and let it percolate for 6 years. My problem is it's too big of a project, and I'm too far away. I'm California. You can tell by the area code.
Oh, I'm originally California. I'm originally Pasadena.
Yeah. All right. Well, I was down in LA for 37 years. I escaped. I'm in God's country, up in the gold country, up, where they make wine and good times. So we're not doing any of we didn't do BLM, and we're certainly not doing any, I don't even know what to call it, Antifa. I don't know who's running around tearing things up in LA, but glad I'm out of there. Anyway.
You weren't at the King's riot last week? I thought I'd see you there.
What's that now?
That last riot that was out last week?
Yeah. If I was there, guess which side I'd have been on.
So
you throw a Molotov at me, I'm not using rubber bullets, baby.
Oh, man. All right.
Anyway.
So thank you for, again, being so candid on this one and giving me all the info. So,
Sure.
It's crazy. Just from street view, and I'm looking at it, it doesn't look like a house that's 2,600 square feet. Is that right? That's huge.
Yeah, it's got two stories and a whole underground, subterranean. So when you look at that driveway going up, it's kind of cool. It's got two tracks for the tires and a stair going up the middle. You know where the drip line would be, like the center of the driveway. So you got one car in there and plenty of storage. And this is the 50s, so I don't know if you had a grandpa or not. It's still got the jar lids nailed into the floor joist. And, they'd use like a mason jar and put their screws or nuts or bolts in it and screw them up. And you could see what was in them. It was a hell of a deal. Anyway, nobody does that anymore.
Yeah.
But it's got one car covered underneath and then two cars covered in a block, concrete block back on the it's got alley. It's got an access in the back. That's where the electrical utility comes in. But anyway, 3-car parking covered. The guy who lived in it was a gardener. Everybody said he was out puttering his yard all the time. It's overgrown now. I got a guy doing some weed whacking this week just to clean it up so the city won't give me, static.
Yeah.
But the house is there. It is at least 3 bedrooms. It's really the whole top floor, second story, is you could have 3 bedrooms up there. If you had 2 families in there, you put the kids up there in bunk beds and they're covered. I would add, it was my plan to add a half or even a 3/4 bath upstairs so the kids didn't have to, stumble down the stairs and make noise in the middle of the night if they wanted to take a leak. The downstairs has 2 very good sized bedrooms, one in the front left as you look at the house and the other in the rear left. The bathroom and the stairs are between them. It has a dining room, which, not every house has now. You look at stuff built now, they're kind of getting small. But it's got a living room, with a wood-burning fireplace, and access out to what was a screened-in porch with a ceiling fan. So if somebody was, pipe or cigar or weed or whatever, if they wanted to smoke, they could smoke outside. And, the weather down there, so it's kind of nice to have a fan, ceiling fan. And then kitchen. It's going to need cabinets. It's got a sink. It's plumbed, but everything's kind of, rough. And then there's either a pantry or a laundry room right off the kitchen. So you could do like a rental, stack washer dryer. I don't want to represent that it's a whole laundry. It's not big enough to have like side-by-side washer dryer. But the neighborhood, I was excited about it when I got it because there's a school, elementary. The kids would walk about a block and a half, cross a little playground with swing sets and be at their school. And on the way, they're passing the firehouse. You're only about 1,500 feet from a firehouse. So it's a good little neighborhood for families. It's Birmingham. I don't want to blow smoke. It's a working class, blue collar, very black neighborhood. But, don't happen to be, I was born and raised in Oakland. I happen to be Caucasian, but, I'm used to seeing people of color, shall we say. The neighborhood is decent. It's got hills, so you've got good drainage and a little terrain, and as a consequence, no through streets. So you don't have a lot of traffic rolling through there. There's no trucks or buses and that kind of thing. So it turns into kind of, you can hear I was excited about it. I was too far away. For me to go down there and work for a week, it's $1,500 in airfare and lodging in a rental car, and that just wasn't going to be cost effective. And if you're not down there supervising it, you better have a general contractor you trust. I was hoping to find a general contractor with a kid, a son or daughter, that wanted to get in the business and let daddy ride drop cover, and I'd play daddy Warbucks. I'm in it. They don't have to buy it from me, and I've got a commercial account at Lowe's. They can deliver, lumber, whatever they need, appliances, and let the kid hook it all up. And again, my idea was Section 8, and then put it on ice, get it leased, and sit back for 6 or 7 years. A little passive income, sheltered, and just wait. I think the neighborhood is kind of going to come back around. It's too close to downtown to lie fallow in my worldview.
All right. Yeah, thank you for all the information. So you're saying at 3, possibly 4 bedrooms, but the bathroom situation, you're saying it's just one bathroom right now, right?
One full, toilet, tub, shower. And I was looking at it, I said, what's not right here? Mm-hmm. They took the bathtub out. How does a guy on a bicycle who's trying to scrounge copper, whatever, how does he get a freaking bathroom. You can't get anything for it. I mean, it's cast iron with some ceramic on the outside. Anyway, that would want to have I was going to do a sleeve. You know how you do an insert, and it's they do it in one day. It's all in. There's plenty of room. And I was looking. There was a little niche, you know, little tile niche for your soap and the shower, you know, spigots, all that. Everything's in there, but the goddamn tub has been removed. So for me, you know, you just bring somebody in and let them do a one-day resurface and just put an insert in there, you know, fiberglass and tub. But yeah, it's there. It's on the ground floor. It is between the two bedrooms. If you had culturally, if you had two families, like I say two brothers because I guess I'm sexist, but you had two brothers, their wives, and grandma could be cooking, and you know, if you're Asian, they'd be cooking rice all day long, or whoever else. You know, that's your daycare. It's right there at the house. The kids go off to school and come back, and you got the potential for 4 working adults, parking for everybody. Could be a hell of a setup. You and I don't live like that, but for a lot of people, splitting the house, it's big enough you could have 2 families in there, and built-in daycare. It's just like, damn, that's for the right families. That could be pretty attractive setup.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm very, very interested in this. I was just trying to get a good understanding of the property so I can budget for condition. I
Sure.
mean, I know you're saying around 40,000. Again, I don't have pictures. I'm just assuming that the house needs probably full majors. You said you could convert it to 2 bathrooms possibly, which will cost a little bit of money.
Yeah, I'd put in another one upstairs, and if you email me or text me, I'll send you back, you know, half a dozen pictures so you can get an idea inside. The picture from the outside, like, wow, shit, this house is looking good. Yeah, that was then. You know, take a look at the date on the picture. It's been a while. Took a tree hit, so I re-roofed it, cut the trees down so nothing overhangs. And I got a guy in there weed whacking, you know, this week. I told him, you know, before and after, and then I'll send you your cash. You know how that goes, Venmo or whatever. I just, trust but verify. I want to know that somebody did the work. But he was the guy, by the way, who took the listing, and he's a landscaper on the side. So may I say he may not have been the most proficient and professional choice for a listing. I just like, yeah, sure, throw it out there. Okay. It's got a lockbox on it. You got someone in the neighborhood, they can get access in, or take a hex head and a drill driver and just take off one sheet of plywood. I've got it boarded up because I didn't want anybody, I didn't want anybody crashing in there.
Gotcha.
Go in, it's warm, it's dry, there's a fireplace. It's an attractive nuisance. I didn't want to deal with that.
Okay, so can you walk me through that? You said somebody took it as a listing. Where did they price it at? Did they put it on? You said they put it on MLS as a listing, and what happened there? So
yes, it was MLS, but it's like I say, it is not move-in condition and it's not rentable. You don't have plumbing that works. You know, I had workmen in there use the toilet, and it's like, come on, guys, you don't put shit right down in the basement. It's not hooked up. Give me a break. You know, at least put a 5-gallon bucket. Go down to Home Depot, get a Homer bucket. But anyway, it's rough. It needs work. And if you guys get in there and do your numbers, by the way, the assessed value is like 120. If that's an offer, I'm taking it. I think market, if it was livable, would be low 90s. And so when I was looking at a budget for repairs, you know, I only spent $13,000 on it, and I put about 10 in it. So that's how I'm pricing it. If you look at it and you think you have an interest, make me an offer.
Okay.
But I want to get out of it what I paid for it. Yeah, I'll take a bath on the travel and some timber and lumber and stuff. Yeah, whatever. They don't all turn out. But what I don't want to do is carry it because every year I get more taxes. I'm paying some insurance and that.
So you said you bought it for 10 and then you put 13 into it, and
other way around. Bought it for 13, put about 10 into it.
And then when you said you put 10, you said you put a new roof on it, or what? Can you walk me through the work you did?
Yeah, got a new roof. I was doing. It had a little water damage, so I was redoing the floor. Floor joists between that subterranean basement. It's ground level at the front, but then it tapers off. It's an uphill slope. So that's where the one car garage and extra storage is, water heater, space heater, that kind of thing. the first floor is 2 bedrooms, the bath, dining room, living room, room for the the screen porch, the kitchen, etc. You go upstairs, there's 1 bedroom with closets, another bedroom with a kind of a closet area, and if it's the whole top of the house, you could make it 3 bedrooms up there, so you could have 5. I'm saying it's 3 now, and it could easily be 4. Just some partitions, no structure, a little framing.
Sure.
Windows, they're double hung, they're wood frame. If I was keeping it as an investor, keeping it, I'd probably put in, new glass all the way through, and maybe double pane. But as a landlord to just rent it out, anything that wasn't functional and sliding up and down, again, if it's Section 8, if it's there, it's got to work. But the walls are intact. It's probably laughing plaster rather than drywall, just because of the age. I think it was built in 50 or 51. It's got a phone niche. I don't know if you know, back in the day, you had 1 phone. This thing's in the hallway between the bedrooms, sadly, right opposite the bathroom. But you had 1 phone, and it had like a flat bottom and then an arched top. It was inset in the wall. And, people would yell, "Oh, long distance, come running," kind of a thing. But it's 1950s. It's a little piece of Americana. I kind of expect to see Opie coming down the street, from Mayberry RFD. I don't know. But when you get in there, I'll send you the pictures so nobody has to drive over there. But if they do, it's got a lockbox. The key is fine. As I said, if you got a drill driver and a hex head, you can pull off a panel. I boarded up the kitchen.
So okay,
because
so
I just didn't want any squatters getting in there.
Yeah, no, I get you. So it does have a lockbox. So I could bring maybe one of my contractors can go walk the house.
Yes.
So quick question for you is $20K. I understand. So $25K is what you originally wanted, and I understand that. My concern is that it was listed at $25K and it wasn't selling. So do you think that was market condition,
No.
or are you saying that's because that was just a bad realtor you had?
I had a very weak realtor. Like
Okay.
I say, the guy's a landscaper. He's over there cutting weeds today. So he's not a seasoned professional. And a lot of people don't want the work. I mean, they go in there. If you're a fix and flip, that's one thing.
Yeah.
If you're paid 20 and put 40 in it, you're in at 60 and you can get 90 out of it. Shit, that's all right. That's a decent margin. But not everybody wants to work that hard. And a lot of people are white collar flippers. They're not strapping on the tools. I happen to be a general contractor licensed out in California. I don't like putting on the tools.
Yeah.
I sub it out. I try to do general conditions, management, supervision, etc. And bankroll. I'm the financier. But that's why it didn't go anywhere. They didn't know what they had. They couldn't figure out how to do the title. They didn't know if it was deliverable, and it just died. So that was that.
Okay.
The house, like I say, it's not ugly. The neighborhood is probably a C. You know what I'm saying? It's blue collar, very dark, black. But so what? So get yourself a black general contractor. Let him fix it up. I was in there. I was there daytime. I never spent a night in the house. I was staying downtown. Better food, better entertainment. I work hard in the day. I like to play hard at night. But when I was there wasn't crime. There wasn't gunfire. There wasn't. I didn't feel like I was in a rough area. But I grew up. I was born in Oakland. I was living in San Leandro, so I wasn't far from a rough. I went down to Watts when they had the riots, and I thought, shit, this is like Disneyland. Oakland is serious. I'd go down and get a rebuilt transmission and hear gunfire. I'm hitting the sidewalk. I know what a rough neighborhood is. Oakland's now. I don't even want to be in Oakland or San Francisco. But
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm
Every
familiar
neighborhood's got
with-
its own temperament.
No, I'm familiar with the zip code. So, yeah, I mean, again,
Okay.
I like it. I just want to get an idea of why you think it wasn't moving on the market. I'd like to get somebody, one, pictures would be wonderful. So if you could shoot those over to me, that would be great. I'd like to get one of my contractors who does my deals out there to go and walk it. It's on lockbox, so I can get that code from you.
Yep.
The only thing on my side is obviously, you know, Zestimate's crazy low on this, which is not how I base my deals, but it's only 10,000. But I'm looking at comps while we were talking because we've been chatting for a little bit.
Yep.
And I'm seeing
Yep.
investors usually buying houses like this closer to the 10 to 15K mark. So
Yep.
what would it take, you know, today to get this signed? Are you know, where would we need to be?
Honestly, between you and me, that 10 or 15, we can make a deal. At 25, I'm leaving room in there if somebody wants me to carry paper. You never know who's coming at you. So, you know, if they want me to play Daddy Warbucks and don't have a bankroll, I'll be the bank. They can get in there and start making it happen. If you're cashing me out, I bid off more than I could chew too far away. So, you know, I'm not going to take 5. Somebody offered me 5. I said, oh, shit, no, thank you. I'll give it to, what is it, Cars for Kids. I'll donate it before I do that. But if you get in there and you're not scared off by the immensity, you know, the size of the project, yeah, make me an offer, and I'll bet we can make a deal.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'd be scared by that size project. We actually just went under contract on one that was same size, same type of condition out there. So I think we can make something work. So yeah, you said you're near the 10 to 15K mark. And then I just want to quickly talk terms here. Is there anything else you're looking for in this type of transaction other than obviously a number? Is there a timeline? Is there anything else I can help you with on this process?
No, I sat on it for a couple of years now. So, you know, if you want to take a month or you want to take 5 months, my hair's not on fire. I'm not using this for groceries. You know, my wife and I aren't living off the proceeds. So, I would like to liquidate it. And, you know, there it is. I had it listed, but the guy, like I said, he found me. I didn't find him. If I was searching, I'd want it a little further along and let somebody see how it goes. Maybe permitted, maybe, you know, a little bit of the work done, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But I just wasn't working that hard. And I'm chasing other things. Like I say, I'm out on this coast. I'm on the West Coast. And I'll be doing a couple of weeks in Michigan coming up in August. But that's just because it's very affordable up there. I don't know if you're doing any business up there. Where are you based?
I'm based
I thought
actually
Texas.
in Dallas, Fort Worth. Yeah, that's my hometown, my home base.
Nice. Yeah, I did DFW. You know, where the 35s come together again in Denton, Denton.
Oh, yeah.
I did a 365 space, like one for every day of the year, mobile home park. We had a pool and a little clubhouse and blah, blah, blah. I used to be a syndicator. So back when I was, you know, a younger man, I was working harder and doing more shit. But I bought stuff. Big D, man. We did some business down there. Some of the high-rise office buildings, some stuff. Not so much Fort Worth, although I like the Stockyards, Star Cafe. I like going over there to eat. But we did some Houston and Baytown. I did. God, the numbers don't sound right to you because it was a million years ago. It was in the early 80s. But I did $500 million worth of real estate, you know, that I bought. Other people's money. I'm not that big a player, but I was the head of acquisitions. We had 6 offices around the country. So syndications back when, you know, Balcor and Consolidated Capital and Equitech and all those guys were buying things. If I was a little bit older, I would have been working for a life company because they used to have a lot of cash, you know, buying stuff. But yeah, I cut my teeth on commercial, residential. We did some apartments and blah blah blah. Farm to Market, FM 1960, down in Houston, like the second ring outside the loops. But anyway, yeah. If you make me, you know, I'm a very realistic guy. You can tell I'm being straight with you. And if you come up, if it's something you want to do, I'm sure we can come to terms. If the reason I priced it at the 25 is because, you know, if somebody wanted me to carry paper, I wanted to make sure it was worth my time.
Oh, for sure.
Because, you know, somebody gets in, eats shit and dies. You got to take it back. You got to delay. You got to foreclose on whatever. So, you know, in that case, I'd do a contract for deed. I wouldn't even let them have the deed, you know, because then you don't have to foreclose them. But you guys are players. If you're coming in with your own bankroll, yeah, I'm going to be realistic, and yeah, I'm looking for an exit strategy. So,
yeah, I understand. So, yeah, I'm really interested in this one. It works really well with my timeline and the properties I have working on out there. Yeah, I mean, I'm cash. I mean, if you want to see my bank account, happy to send you a picture, but I'm
Nah.
cash as is. I mean, I'm not going to
You're,
ask you to do any repairs. I'm just going to get in there.
nope.
If it checks out from everything you're describing to me, and I feel like after we've had this, thorough conversation, I should know pretty much what I'm getting myself into. I'm ready to
Yeah.
move forward. I close pretty fast. You said titles uh, pretty much clear, right? You said there was like that one little issue in the beginning of the conversation.
Yeah, it's deliverable. I probably gotta get them to recert it again. I'll get that at a discount. And I
Okay.
think they work with First American. So, most people or Republic, most people are pretty comfortable with that title company. And if you get in and we close, let's say August sometime, it's dried in now, so you could actually be doing work. And then if you ran into some weather, from November around, you could do interior work and it's all enclosed. So, it's not like the thing is open and framed and you got to worry about tarping it or something.
Okay. And then
But
are you
that's up to you and your
yeah,
general contractor.
for sure. And then are you the only one on title? It's just Alan Brown. That's it. There's no one else.
You'll find something called Sirius, Sirius, like Sirius XM, the Dog Star
Yeah.
Sirius. But that's just my wife and I. We got a little 401k. We got our own little retirement plan. And yeah, you're talking to the decision maker. There's no board. We don't have to have a meeting. We're not going to,
So if I make out,
we're not going to
yeah.
settle a deal and then come back and renegotiate it. That's not it.
Oh no, that's not my intention either. I hope to just be able to agree on a price, and then we settle, and then we shake hands with money switching hands here soon. But if I do make out an agreement, am I making that out to an Alan Brown, or is there an actual like LLC I should be making that out to?
Yeah, it's Sirius, Sirius, Real Estate LLC, and that's it's a Wyoming LLC because it's cheap up there. I don't know if you've got those games
smart.
you're playing.
Yeah.
I'm registered in Washington and California. I mean, it's just a legit deal, but it's my wife. Well, no, 100% is owned by an employee profit sharing plan that my wife and I own and control. So it's very close to the vest. And we'll get you a title policy, and that'll all work out. Like I say, I'll have to recertify it and get you the title policy. But by the time you get it, it's a general warranty deed. It's completely clean, and you guys could get financing or peddle it. Sell it to somebody else with a clear title. So
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I even have an agreement written up right now. I wanted to send it over to you. I like
well,
this
you got my phone number. That's good for texting. If you want to send me something, Sirius Real Estate LLC at gmail.com, or even easier is my name, ALAN BROWN 3, the digit 3. That's also Gmail. So we'll be able to get a hold of each other. And if you send me something with your contact information, I'll send you back a dozen pictures. And, they're not professionally done. They're just, hey, here's what it looks like inside and out. So
Okay.
save you some travel time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm prepared to shoot you over an agreement right now while we're on the phone. If you'd like to walk through it, you can. I don't know if, if you're available.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do, DocuSign or whatever you want to do. And who's that calling me from? Oh, shit. NRSC. I get more political calls.
Oh, I know.
Anyway, we'll just let that one. I'll ignore that one. I probably lean red, but I'm not in favor of politicians, period. Either one of them will fuck you.
I am right there.
Either one of them will hurt you. So anyway, it's getting a little, late in the afternoon here. We're not quite a Friday. We can probably pick it up tomorrow. But if whatever you send me, I'll read, and I'll just send right back. Once I've got an email for you. Email's probably better. I'll attach, all the pictures. If I'm texting you, I'm limited to 2 or 3 at a time. There's a bandwidth problem.
Yeah, no, and I understand it. I really appreciate you staying on the phone this long with me. So just for my accounting department, I just got to get the amount approved, even if you sign later. I just got to let them know to set aside the capital so that I can send it into title tomorrow if you're moving forward.
Sure.
Today's a holiday, new holiday, but today's a holiday, so we can't send money in anyways today.
Yes, it's one that I recognize. I'd like some ribs and watermelon, please. But anyway, I don't work any day that doesn't end with a Y.
Okay.
7 days a week. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
retired, so that means I'm working every day. You know what I mean? But yeah, we'll get her done. And title, let's coordinate that just because I want to make sure they work with my quiet title guys. But First American's fine, or whoever you're comfortable with. I'm not in bed with anybody in Alabama. If you want to do escrow in Texas, that's fine with me. So
Okay. Perfect. And then just one more time, it was Serious Real Estate at Gmail, or what was it? I think I missed something.
yeah, Serious Real Estate LLC, Limited Liability
LLC.
Corporation.
Understood.
And that's at gmail.com. And if it bounces for any reason, just give me a holler back. We'll fix it up.
Okay.
Text
So I actually just sent over. I'm about to send over an agreement to your mailbox.
Nice.
So you'll have that to review. So just so I can tell my accounting department to set aside the money, I told them to set aside $10,000. Does that work for you?
You're hurting me. Yeah, sure. If that's all our issue is, let's rumble down the road and see where we are. I let this thing drop. I haven't been down there for a couple of years, so
I get you.
it's time. That'll be good. You'll put some fuel in my aircraft. How's that?
What kind of? All right. What kind of aircraft?
Cessna 177. It's a not Lane, Skyhawk, but you'll know it as a Cardinal, Cessna Cardinal. Google it. You'll see what it is. It's a sexy aircraft. It's old. It's 50 years old, but shit, I'm 70. So as far as I'm concerned, it's younger than I am. I'll fly it.
I mean, you're a man with many stories. I could chat with you all day long. I mean, it's crazy how many things you have going on.
Well, for a closing, we'll have to make sure it's in somebody's neighborhood, and see if we can't bend an elbow. That sounds good to me. But meanwhile, I'll watch for my email, and yeah, let's run with it. Let's see where we are.
Okay, and just want to know, just so I don't mess up. Did you see something land in your inbox right now?
Oh, no, absolutely. I'm not in the office right now. My office is one bedroom in my house, and my wife just got home, so I'm thinking of pouring her a cocktail. What do you think?
I think that would be the right thing to do.
Celebrate, but I will definitely look at it, and we can talk first thing in the morning. No problem.
All right.
You're 2 hours ahead of me, so that's cool.
I am 2 hours ahead of you. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm up like 6-ish, so if we want to, I'll have coffee with you, and it'll be 8 o'clock your time. We can start as early as you want. That's no problem.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, then I'll look forward to talking to you around 8 o'clock my time tomorrow. Then.
Nice. Looking forward to it, bud. Hey, I'm glad you called me. Nice chatting with you.
Yeah, nice chatting with you. Thank you.
See you, bud. Bye-bye.
Okay, guys, that was an interesting one. Okay, guys, I filled out a contract on the spot, and there was a lot going on, so I may have messed up that agreement. So let me just quickly. Can we turn the volume up? Was my volume low, or is his volume low? Which one? Because I lowered his volume because y'all said it was too high. Yeah, mic up me or mic up them? Mic up me or mic up him? Oh, yours. Mine? Oh, shoot. My bad, guys. Audio. Mine's already mic'd up. Okay. All right. Let me try that. You guys let me know. Is it still low? Yo. Is that better? Too loud? That's probably too loud. All right, here we go. My bad. Oh, hi. I just bought a house, so goodbye. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. How do we pause this dialer? Break. Okay. Let's talk about that. Okay. That's better. Okay, perfect. My bad if I was a little quiet there, guys. I'm learning how to work this. Okay, so I sent over agreement, guys. I'll be honest, I completely could have butchered that agreement. Want to make sure. I don't even know what I put for option days or anything. It was too much going on. He did not sign on a spot. We did not get a one call close. But damn, dude, that's a dunk. That's an absolute dunk. Absolute dunk. You guys have any questions about what just happened? Because I'm pretty damn happy with that property. Let me just double check my agreement here, guys. Hold on. Ty, what type of list was it? Ty, okay, I'm gonna bring Ty up, guys. Ty's gonna take over the live stream for a second. The only thing he's gonna echo. So Ty, go to Captain's Chill Out real quick. I'll just have you talk. So guys, Ty's gonna talk. You did it at 15K. No, I didn't. I changed it, Kevin. I changed it. You guys thought I did it at 15K. Y'all thought I was going to do it at 15K. Y'all did not see me do a sly change to $10,000. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, buddy? Go ahead and take over the live stream while I double check my contract. I had to celebrate. That was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy. I don't even know what's the option period on this contract. I don't usually do my own contracts, guys. Oh, you guys can't hear Ty? Oh, my bad. My bad. That's weird. Hold on. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's see why you guys can't hear Ty. Can you guys hear Ty now? Let me know in the chat. Can you get a thumbs up if you can hear Ty? Thumbs down if you can't hear Ty, guys. Let me know in the chat. Thumbs up. Ty, talk. Yo, talk. They can't hear you talk. No, still can't hear you talk. No, I can't. No. Okay, Ty, here, try this link. I don't know why that's not picking up, but Enzo Dialer is. So go ahead and try this link, Ty. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to figure out my contract. I'm a little bit stressed right now. I'm a little bit on edge. A little bit. I can't really focus right now. I'm a little overstimulated. I'll be honest. See more calls. No, dude, I'm a little overstimulated. I just want to make sure. I don't know how many option days I put in here. Go ahead.
Okay, am I heard now?
Can you guys hear Ty? Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear Ty. The shirtless
Am I heard?
is asking you if you guys can hear Ty.
Okay.
Good now. Go ahead, Ty. Take over this live stream while I try to figure out where the hell is option days.
So I told Max that he was spoon fed and he left. Literally, probably the easiest deal I ever listened to. So
that was mad skill. That was mad skill. I don't want you guys to tell me that wasn't skill. That was all skill. Okay, it's pretty easy.
You're welcome. Have Nikki send me over the 50-50.
Oh, geez. Dude, I wasn't kidding when I titled this video closing deals, closing a wholesale deal live. We closed 2 live. Let's go. All right. Where the hell's the okay, Ty, help me here. Where's the option period on his contract? I'm stressed right now.
Option period, you got to put in other agreements. It's not there. You got to put in other.
So it just no option period?
Yeah, his contract doesn't say anything about option.
This contract is contingent upon the buyer and seller and approval of the property prior to the transfer title.
Oh, just like EMD is.
If he signs that one, he signs it, and then we can always do an amendment.
Yeah, just say that it's.
Technically, the inspection period would be the length of the close, I think.
Yeah, just say EMD of like $100 due at the end of inspection on X date. And then that'll be the inspection period. That's how I did it.
Oh, okay. Weird. Anyways, I already sent it. So if he signs it, cool. I can always renegotiate.
It's for 10,000, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's not going to back out.
So Max hit me up. He wanted a list. I was too lazy to make a list, so I got my list. I was going to SMS text blast in Birmingham because I did find a good buyer because we were pushing a center point deal. Max sold it, and I just had a random buyer now. So I was going to text blast with them, had this list, gave it to Max, let him dial a couple of them because he wasn't going to dial a lot of them. Went to Deal Machine for the list, filtered high equity, mixed it with vacant houses. Let me see. I'll actually go back to my Deal Machine so I can go through the filters.
I'll put my shirt.
So on Deal Machine, you get more filters than you do on anything else. And that's why I've always said Deal Machine is the best for skip tracing. I got the list off of Deal Machine too, so take that as you want it. Each one of these numbers has a phone number. Each one of these numbers is the likely owner of the property, and each one of these numbers is likely not a renter in that property. That makes sense because I don't want to call a renter because a renter is not going to sell me the house. I want them to have a phone number because I'm not going to just throw a bunch of dead leads into a dialer that has no phone number. Common sense. And I want to talk to the property owner, so I put yes to that. Then on top of that, I want distressed properties because that works for cash. We're doing cash. So I went down to repairs, building condition, and I want only the houses that are in fair condition, poor condition, unsound condition, or average condition. Unsound and poor being basic demo. So did that. Single family houses, and that gave me 2,900 leads. I loaded 2,000 of up on Max's dialer, and first dial closed first call, stripped halfway through the call, and yeah.
Did this guy said he owned a jet or he just has a small airplane?
No, small airplane. It's like a Cessna. Do you know what a Cessna is?
Okay. I was like, God damn, my boy's got a private jet.
Yeah, it's a type of Cessna. It's a small plane.
Okay.
It's more like a fun plane than an actual like commuting plane.
Well, Dave, today's a good day, guys.
Texting with Go High Level, Olivia, because I have my account for free.
All right.
For texting.
I'm a little bit like, I'm a fucking adrenaline rush right now.
Well, yeah, you got like what 30 minutes left to your live.
I mean, I don't have to. We can end it right now. No, that was good. Ty, I sent you the contract. Can you fix it for me? Like, do what you did to yours, and put like I don't know, like a 10-day option period or something, and then. Can you send it back to me? Anything else? All those changes you made? I just emailed it over to you.
Literally, how about this? Let me make my life so much easier. Buyer to have
you write it up.
10-day inspection.
All right, hey Max, thinking of starting to pull government list. Which one would you recommend? That's a Ty question.
What happened? What was a me question?
This one by Josh the Fig.
Hey, thinking of starting a small list to pull. Okay, I lost it. Full government list. Which one would you recommend? Code violations is the easiest. Code violations 100% is the easiest. Go on their website, go to the search bar, type in request. It'll show you a public records request. They'll give you the form, fill it out, wait. If you have any further questions, I did a video on this YouTube.
Yeah, go to YouTube, bro, and look at the video that we have on our channel. Really
How to pull a government list in 60 seconds. And when I did that video, I did it in 45.
I mean, guys, at the end of the day, the best list is the one you're going to call. I mean, Ty pulls really good lists, like we called it today. But like, you know, a lot of you guys are like saying like this deal just fell in my lap. Who here called today?
Me.
Okay, like I'm going to ask a serious question. There's 40
No,
of you.
Yeah.
Who here actually like picked up the phone and called today? Anyone? My bad. Anyone? No one? No one? No one here? No, a single person here has, it's 6:50 Central Standard Time almost. Right, got one person, Ryan Binion. Anyone else? Two? We got two? Three. Okay, someone ripped some PPL. Four. Okay, so I got about 10. What? That's it? Okay. All right, so we got like 10 to 15% of you. All right? So if you guys want deals to fall in your lap, you need to call. That's about it. I mean, you just got to pick up the stupid phone and call. Any single person could have called that guy, and he was pretty easy to negotiate with. I mean,
easy is an understatement.
I'm good at negotiating. I'm not the world's best, that's for sure. And I was able to get him down from 25 to 10. Now we see if he'll still sign, but I don't think he would have signed any lower than 10. Just personal opinion. I don't think he would have done 8, 9. But I got him down to his bottom dollar. You guys can do it too. You just got to pick up that stupid phone and call.
Check your DM. I sent you what to put in the
Okay.
option thing.
Thanks.
It's just common sense. It's just so simple. Buyer to have 10-day inspection contingency.
I'll do it here afterwards when my brain's not fried. I haven't had food yet today. I don't know what the hell's going on. Today's been a long day. Anyways, guys. All right, cool. Well, should we rip some more DAOs or what do you guys want to do? You guys want to look at my deal? I don't want to show you guys my deal. Let me lock up my deal first. But I mean, for 10K, you can't go wrong. Houses in livable but bad condition are moving around 60. So I'm thinking, we'll figure out where I want to price it, but I think it's a moneymaker for sure. It is an absolute moneymaker. The thing is,
probably move it for 20.
If it was listed for 25, you're not going to get 25. Like, let's be honest. It's going to be
we could get 20.
15 to 20K, in my opinion, on this one. 15 to 20. Max, are you checking leads by chance? I can check leads. Should we switch over and check leads?
You still have that one I told you, property
I'm
or
tired.
possible lead 1 or whatever.
All right. Trying to do a Facebook post.
At least I gave you content.
That was good, dude.
You can clip farm that.
Cool. That was really good. Okay. I'm going to text a guy real quick and just thank him. So hold on before I forget, guys. Let me just quickly text him and I'll check your guys' deals. I need to text him for my personal. So hold on. His name was Alan, I think. Then what you guys can do is send him your website. Hey, Ryan, should we send him the Max to Homebuyer website? The only risk of sending Max to Homebuyer website is if they look up who Max is. They could be like, wholesaler. Anyways, but I can send him a Max to Homebuyer website. Hey, Alan, this is Max. We spoke on the phone about your Birmingham property. I appreciate the candid conversation. I look forward to chatting tomorrow morning. This is my cell phone. Do we send the Max to Homebuyer website, guys? By the way, I have a new website for my PPC called maxthehomebuyer.com. You guys can check it out if you want. If you guys want websites built like this, let me know. I can get them built for you guys way cheaper than I spent. Me and Ryan spent a lot of money, but we can build you guys some really nice sites. Here's our website. This is for our PPC. These websites, they all look the same. It's like, hey, put your information in here, testimonials, how the process works, why you want to work with Max. Max is handsome. Max has a dog, blah, 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 blah. So maxthehomebuyer.com. All right, I'll send him my website. Cool. Having a website, guys, really does making your closing a lot easier. All right. Go on the website and submit your info. Yeah, people. Yeah, guys, please. Actually, I wasn't going to say it because, Ryan, I think if we say it, then some asshole is actually going to do it. But dead ass, guys, if one of you guys submits your info on this website, I will ban you from this YouTube channel. It costs us a lot of money every time you do, so please don't do that. I will figure out who it is and absolutely ban you and trash you. It's like a super. So yeah, there's this really scummy things people do in the wholesale space where they find their competitors and they go on their website and submit a bunch of PPL like clicks on their PPC, and they just do it to screw with each other. So if you don't like someone, do it, but don't do it to me if you don't like me. All right, no, that wasn't built through Carrot, even though Carrot probably would have been a wonderful choice on this one. We had this built through another company that was recommended to us. In the future, though, they didn't do a bad job by any means. It was just a bit pricey. I can probably build it myself, or Carrot's a really good choice. Carrot's gonna be a much cheaper, better choice. This is more of a high-end website. This one was thousands. You guys are probably fine spending hundreds on your website. Anyways, cool. All right. With all that being said, guys, let's Oh, you know what? I actually have a deal that I'm looking at closing. Hold on, guys. There's one property. Hey, you know the one on Culp? You know what I'm talking about, Ty?
You're telling me that someone wants to buy that?
I got a 5K offer.
Oh,
But
what did we have it for?
we have it for 5K. But maybe I can
Oh.
talk him up. When would be a good time to chat? So, guys, that was the hardest house ever to sell. I'm gonna sell it just for the lulz. Okay. Is that a website or a funnel? That is just a website. And we're running ads on Google, and then these Google leads will come into our website and be like, "Wow, dude, Max to home buyer, they look like really cool. Let me sell them my house." And they put their information in, and then it comes to us. It's like PPL, except we're going directly to the source. Anyways, all right, cool. Let me check out a few of your guys' deals. No more calling today, or keep calling. Which one do you guys want? Guys, drop in the chat. Should we keep calling? I got about 15 minutes more of energy in me. Or do you guys want to just want me to look at a few of your guys' deals?
Look at deals. So I have deals of my own that I can get. Thank you.
Which one do you guys want? Which one do you guys want? Call, deals, call or deals. Tomorrow, I'll be live early tomorrow, guys. 10 a.m. If you guys want to tune in, I got to dispo some deals live. Hot streak, more calls. Everyone's saying calls. Let me switch cameras. Hold on, guys. I got tired. I wanted to sit down. Well, I don't think switch. Oh, I have to turn the camera on. Camera's turned off. One sec. Hold on. Does this work? Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right. Look at deals. Look at some people want me to call. I think everyone's voting for calls, so let's dial away. All right. I should be dialing. That one was chill. That was a good call. I gotta save this live stream. My editors are gonna have a field day. It's dialing right now. Yeah, submit some tickets. Ty will look at them. That's Ty's job. All right, it should be dialing. I don't know what's going on. It's dialing right now, guys. By the way, Enzo Dialer, guys. You want to try Enzo Dialer? Make sure to click that link. All right. In the meantime, I may be able to comp some deals. Let's see. What do we got here that's so exciting? What deal should I? If I have to check one deal, which one should I check? Olivia's submitting a deal. Holtham City deal. I can check it. Hey, is this Joey? Oh, hi. My name is Max. I was trying to get a hold of someone who owns that house on 4th Street. Okay. Do you know what I'm calling about? All right. Appreciate your time.
We can't hear anymore.
You guys can't hear it anymore? Oh, great. Oh, great. It's happening again. All right. Let me know on the next one if you guys can hear it. That lady did not want me to have. She was like, "Please take my number off your list." I was like, "Can we try again? Please take my number off your list." I was like, "All right." Hey, is this Laura? Hey, Laura. Laura hung up. All right, trying to comp and dial at the same time. All right, I'm looking at your Holtham City deal. What can we get this for? It's an absolute shitter. House probably needs Gail.
Yeah,
Oh, hi, Gail. I was trying to get a hold of the owner of the house on Sparta Avenue.
we're not selling, but thank you anyway.
All right, thank you. Did you guys hear that? Yeah? No? You guys couldn't hear that? Did Ty mess it up by joining? Is it Ty's fault? So yeah, Nick. Comps look. We heard it. All right, that's good. So yeah, looking at this deal real quickly. Max.
Hello,
Oh, hi, Maxine.
speaking.
Okay. I was actually calling some neighbors on the house on Caraway Boulevard. I talked to a few of your neighbors.
Yes.
Okay. I actually bought a house nearby, and I was looking to see if anyone else was wanting to sell.
I'm not right now at the moment.
Okay. Is there maybe like a thought of selling sometime in the future?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What would make you want to sell?
Mm.
Does the house need some work? You just want to downsize? You want to move closer to family?
Nah, it's air property, so
Oh, it's
I just hadn't decided on what to do with it.
oh, I understand. Okay, so you received it from a family member.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, I got you. I bought a lot of those houses. And, sometimes they're, they just sit around and you still got to pay the taxes on them and the conditions just getting worse and worse. So if you don't know what to do with it, oftentimes people love when I just come in and I just give them cash for those types of houses.
Like I said, I haven't decided.
No, I'm not here to pressure you. All I'm here to do is just provide you an option, just give you an idea of what I would typically pay for it. And then whenever you're ready, you can say like, wow, I like Max's offer, or nah, I'd rather just keep it or do whatever I'd like with it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm looking at a house that looks like it's 4 bedrooms, 1 bath. It says like 2,400 square feet. Are you familiar with the property?
A little.
A little. Yeah, it's on that major road. It's next to it could be a nice little house. It just looks like it needs some work. Is that the case?
And it's
Yeah, does it you think it needs a lot of work?
not major.
Nothing major. Okay, just a little bit of TLC.
I didn't hear you.
Oh, just a little bit of TLC, just a little bit of paint, carpet, a little bit of love on the house.
Not that far.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I see that fixed up houses. There's some that are selling in the area, but it's probably going to be a little bit of money on my side to come in there and put a new roof on it, fix any foundation problems, maybe some plumbing, put a central AC in there, and then also redo the kitchen and the bathrooms and stuff. Is that something that maybe you thought you were going to do?
No, I have some relatives that they flip houses, so they was like, when they had the time, they would come over and look into it and see what I need to be done to get it up.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Just from my experience, these older houses, they take a lot of work to get back to a 2025 like HGTV type condition where it's ready.
I understand.
Yeah. Luckily for you, I like doing that work. If you or your family likes doing it, that I understand that. But I like doing that work, and that's why I love to buy houses from people like yourself. Is there a price roughly where you thought, yeah, I'd let the house go for that?
I haven't thought of it.
You haven't thought of it? That's okay. That's okay. I mean, what am I seeing here? I'm seeing houses. I have my property portal open. Houses that need work or selling. Looks like investors are paying anywhere from like 25 to 35,000, depending on the condition. Is that something like you were thinking?
Nah.
No. So you were obviously thinking a price. So like what comes to mind?
I haven't decided. I first have to get my people to go in over there and look into it.
Okay. Is the house on like lockbox? Is it something that maybe one of my contractors could go walk so I could give you a more accurate number?
It's not.
It's not. Do you have the keys to the house?
I do.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know your people want to see it. I would love to be able to just get in there and see the condition because again, that was just a range of where investors are paying. But if I get in there and it looks like to be in better condition, I might even be able to get you closer, to your number.
Okay.
Do you have a timeline for when that could possibly happen?
It'll probably be next month sometime.
Next week sometime? Okay. So maybe
Next,
you said next month or next week?
next month.
Oh, next month. Okay. So around in July, you think maybe you could come out there. Do you live far away from the house?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would really, really like to have one of my people go see it. And the only reason I'm in a hurry is because I actually just got another property in Birmingham today, and I just got another one yesterday. So I'm on a little bit of a buying spree in the neighborhood and would like to pick up one more this week.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, could you give me a call back?
When do you think would be a good time to follow up?
Like I said, next month.
Okay. All right. And then my last question is there's not a number where it's just like take the house.
I didn't hear you.
Okay. All right. Well, then okay. So then next month you think you'd like to follow up on this conversation. Well, then I'll just make sure to save
Yes.
information. Is call or text the best?
You can either.
Either. Okay. Well, yeah. Then maybe we should just keep chatting about it. But yeah, I mean, I'm very, very interested. If the house is in nicer, condition, hopefully like you're describing, I can maybe go up to possibly like 45. Is that even in the ballpark, or are we just worlds apart?
I don't know. I had my cousin. She is. I don't know whether or not you familiar with Abra Barnes at Barnes Realty. So she came over and she did like an appraisal maybe a couple of years ago, and she told me don't take anything under a certain number, and you're nowhere near it. So I'm not interested.
Okay. Well, yeah, I understand. Realtors have their number, but again, they're looking at houses that are ready to list. They're typically not dealing with properties that need, $50,000-$60,000 of work.
Like I say, I just have not had time. I work, so I haven't had time to get over there to do
I'm not here.
what needs to be done.
It seems like it's just something that you're not ready, and I'll just have to follow up next month.
I have another call coming in.
Then I'll follow up. Dude, that lady was fucking damn, bro. Fuck. This is the issue with realtors giving people assessed property. She probably said it's worth 90 or some shit. I'm looking at comps. Beat up houses are selling for around 50. So that's one where you call appointments. I don't know. That's an opportunity. Call notes. Call her back next month. That's one you put in the CRM as a callback next month. So if you want to remember that, I felt like I did a pretty good job on that call. I don't know if she's smart, bro. I'm looking at the comp. She ain't. I think there's a difference between smart and hard-headed. I have the numbers right in front of me.
Hello.
Is this Yolanda?
What? Yes, it is.
Oh, I'm sorry, Yolanda. I think I had someone else on the line when I called you. But I bought a house in Birmingham yesterday, nearby your house.
Yeah. Hey, I don't have anything to do with that house. Take me off the list. I'm part of that.
You're not a part of the house.
Thank you.
On 50th Street. She doesn't seem like she's a part of the house on 50th Street. Anyways, I got the numbers right on my right, and I'm seeing houses in beat up condition moving around 50. So is she a genius or am I a genius? I don't know. Scott? Oh, Scott answered and just hung up. What the hell, Scott? Put her up as a follow-up. She may be a possible owner. Yeah, she's a good follow-up. Yeah, you put her in the CRM as a follow-up sequence. Hi, Max the home buyer here to bother you again. I felt like I did good on that call. Felt like I did good.
Hello?
Hey, is it Jeremy?
Yes.
Jeremy with the house on 33rd?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, because I bought a house, Jeremy, yesterday in Birmingham, not too far. All right, Jeremy hung up. Jeremy hung up. Jeremy ain't in the mood. This dialer's so fucking good, guys. I don't know what to say. This dialer's so good. If you guys aren't getting deals, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. This is data from Deal Machine, $120 a month. Dialer, about what? 180. I'm in this $300. $300 a month. Can any of you guys afford $300 a month? You guys are spending probably $5 on stupid shit every single day, right? I think some of you guys are spending $10 on stupid shit every day. There's your $300. Deal Machine and Enzo is a freaking combination to be scared of.
Oh,
Hi, I was trying to reach out to the owner of that house on 32nd.
it's not for sale.
Okay, I understand it's not for sale. I bought a house nearby, so maybe you can consider me your neighbor now. Do you know anybody else that's looking to sell?
Not in the area, not at the moment.
Not in the area, not at the moment. Oh, I just like that area. I get it. Okay, well, if you don't know anyone and you're not open to a cash offer, then I guess there's no point in talking, right?
Right.
No. All right. Well, thank you. Fuck. Damn. Max, do you use XLeads anymore? Yeah, I like it for comping. We're about to do a really cool video where we compare, and I use it for Go High Level. Now that I have Investor Lift Cartel mode, I'm not using it too much for dispositions. I was using it for dispositions earlier, but now that I have like a 60, all right, not enough price.
Oh, no problem.
Okay. Anyways, that got hung up. But yeah, now that I have a super expensive software for Dispo, I'm not using the X Plan too much on the Dispo side. However, as far as data, Juan.
¿Qué pasó?
Hey, Juan.
¿Qué pasó?
Oh, tú tienes el casa on 5 Court.
Así es, pero ¿qué pasó?
Vende tu casa. Yo soy una buyer cash money.
No tienes dinero con qué comprarla. Ya hablas mucho y no compres nada.
No, tengo dinero. Me bought 3 houses last week in Birmingham. I'm an investor.
¿Cuándo vienes a verla?
¿Cuánto tienes? Mucho. How much do you want? What do you want for it, for that house? I buy fixer-uppers.
35,000 now.
You want
cash?
Do you want 35,000 cash now?
Now.
Well, it's possible. It's possible. Does the house need work?
No, it's possible. It's 35. No más, no menos.
No más, no menos. Okay, 35 it is. 35 it is. 35 it is. Okay, well then, let's okay then. 35 it is. Dangle, questions?
What?
Do you have questions for me? I wanted to know the condition of the house, like foundation, back, roof.
The roof is new one. I put in a new. I put in the other property. Put in concrete for the water. So I working in there, but we finished my money. So
Okay. So it's can I move in, like turn the key, move in, or does it need me to do work?
I'm working right now, right here.
Yes. Do I need to spend more dinero to get the house to the point where I can rent it to a familia?
I don't understand, but
Yeah. No. I
no, you need
um.
you needed the house. You come over here and I talk to you
Okay.
on the phone.
You
But you need to come in with
do you live?
your money in your hand. I got the title in my hand.
Okay. I got money in my hands. I think I'm going to text you, because it's easier. The text, because I can translate to Espanol. But to viva at the casa, or you're just fixing it up?
I got another one.
Oh, you got another one. Okay. Gotcha.
I live another one. We don't live over there.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, comprende. See, okay, 30. 30, I think it's bueno, but bueno. I think it's okay. I
say 35.
You said 30. Okay. 35 is bueno. I'm sorry.
I just got a new look. But you watch it. He's got a new fence all the way. It's covered all the way, and the new concrete, the new roof.
Wow.
Is
Muy bueno.
yeah. It's more than 35, but I need 30. You give me 35 in cash. That's it.
Okay, then 35 in cash. That's it. Me do an agreement, and I'll send it to your email. 35 cash. What is your email so I can send it?
That's okay. You got my number, so this is fine.
But
you don't need more information.
No, the paperwork to sign. I'm gonna send you a contract that says Max buys house for 35,000 from Juan Puente, but I need an email so that you can sign it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
when you're ready, you call me. There's too much blah blah blah.
Hey, not too much blah blah. I'm trying here. I'm ready. He fucking hung up on me. Motherfucker. Motherfucker hung up on me. Motherfucker, Juan. Fuck off. What the fuck, Juan?
So you're gonna have 2 contracts?
I actually think that low-key fucking pencils. I think that fucking deal pencils. Juan got, bro, fuck me, bro. Too much blah, blah, blah. Like, yo, what the fuck? I actually like that one. I'm pausing the dialer. Hold the fuck on. Bro thinks you're ice, bro. I know. He's fucking, I'm not. He's on high alert right now, bro. I'm not here. I'm not ice.
He says you're full of shit and talk too much.
I'm gonna send him my website right now. Max the Home Buyer. Max the Home Buyer. How do you say this is my personal cell phone? Okay, I need fucking chat GPT right now. Hello, Juan. This is my personal cell phone. I am interested in the house at 35,000. Do you have pictures? I'm gonna say I can send the contract now if you'd like to move forward. I'm gonna say I am under contract. I say I am buying 2 more houses in Birmingham this week, so would like to close on yours as well. Here is my website with my info. Do I ask for pictures? Do you have pictures? And then what is a good email so I can send you the agreement for 35,000. Okay, and I'm gonna say translate this text message to Spanish. Okay, let's go, bro. Thanks, ChatGPT. He's a type that doesn't want to deal with all that. You want it, you want it. I ain't sharing all the condition stuff, blah, blah. All right, then I'll take out the ask for pictures. Take out ask for pictures part. I agree. I agree. He's a no bullshit guy, but we became friends at the end. You heard him. You heard him. Does he care that I'm Chilean? I'm technically, I don't speak a lick of fucking Spanish, but I am Chilean. He said you was currently fixing up, but he said if you wanted to if it's as nice as he described, I think it's a deal. Am I going to make a lot? No, but I'd fucking love to do my first Spanish deal. All right. I think it pencils, bro. I'm looking at comps right now, guys. Houses, fixer uppers, guys, are selling for 50. So, but his is smaller. His is smaller. Jesus. But I'd love to just get it under contract. And if it's a piece of shit, there's a perfect comp. And it's not that nice. It's sort of nice. It was 46. So it's a small little 5K deal. All right, here's our text message. Hola, Juan. Este es mi celular personal. Estoy interesado en el casa por 35,000. Puedo enviarte el contrato ahora mismo si quieres avanzar. Estoy comprando 2 casas más en Birmingham esta semana y me gustaría querer también la compra de la tuya. No fucking idea what that is. Aquí te dejo mi página. Oh, fuck, I don't understand. Something about my pajamas. ¿Cuál es un buen correo electrónica para invitar el acuerdo de 35,000? Oh, fuck, I don't know. I'm probably embarrassing myself. Oh, Ty sent me a. Hey, fuck you, Ty. Ty sent me an emoji. All right, it's been 2 hours, guys. We got 1 guy in the bag, and we got 1 fish on the line. I think I'm calling it on that. I got to work on my Spanish, bro. My Spanish is weak. I got to hit the gym. All right. I got to jump on a meeting. Dude, Alex, this is a good list. I'm calling this list. Tuesday, we're calling this list again. This is
Why? I want to slide.
You're not as good on the phone, bro. I'm a king on the phone.
Brother, the first dial you made was just, hey, is this the owner? Yeah, what? You want to buy it?
You would have locked it up for 30. You would have been
no, I would have never put
would
it
have
up
been
for
a piece
30.
for me. You would have been, you know what, sir? Or Richard Taylor, you would have said, holding your pearls. You would have been like, you know what? I know you want 25, but how about 30 and you carry the paper?
Oh, okay.
Which he may have done, actually. That could have been a possible deal.
How about you pay me so I can afford pearls so I can hold my pearls as I call?
I really want pearls. I'm not shitting on Richard. I actually want pearls. Should I start wearing pearls, guys? I think I look good with pearls.
I feel like you would be like get those beaded necklaces before you get pearls.
I could do a shark tooth necklace. I look like I'm a wannabe surfer. All right. Plus 500 oral points if you lock this deal up. Dude, honestly, that's how I'm just going to give me the confidence that I can close any deal. He's funny, man. Mexicans are like that. Okay, let's hope this is not racist. He didn't just say no less. He said no more. Doesn't want to charge. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't hear that. That's cool. No, he seems like a good dude. Pearls are the most female thing you could wear. Hot take. That's a hot take, Ryan. Ryan, when we hit 100K in sales, I'm buying you matching pearls.
Damn.
Or I'll buy you beads and you can wear them up here or somewhere else. I don't care where you
Bro,
want.
maybe he needs earrings. Maybe he has his ears pierced. Maybe you can get him pearl earrings. It'll be cheaper.
See, you want to know my conversations with Richard Taylor? Let me show you guys. Richard Taylor. Is he even saved on my phone? These are my conversations. I sent him a message. He ghosts me. I sent him a message, and he said, "Thanks, man." That's been the extent of how much we know each other. Thanks, man. All right. Well, cool, guys. Any other questions before I don't know. Got to wake up early to deal with. We got West Virginia locked, and we got this Birmingham one for 10K. Hopefully down. Hopefully doesn't get change of heart. He gets too drunk with his wife with cocktails, and they say, you know what? I actually meant 100,000. Let's hope that's not the case. And then our Hispanic brother from a different mother. Maybe there's a shot. There is a shot. Yeah.
Don't forget, it took you 10 dials.
We narrowly avoided racism on this live stream. Not by me. Not by me. By people we were calling. We narrowly avoided getting canceled. So yeah, that's good news. He wasn't like that one live stream we were doing with the guy who was dropping the hard R. That was bad. That one was bad. Made for good videos, but that was bad. Not cool. Nice, bro. Keep it up. Yeah, guys, cool. All right. What did you use? He used a deal machine to pull the list. He can explain it in the chat. It's cultural. Yeah, I'm sure it is, man.
I'm still here. It's deal machine mixed with rehab filters of just distressed properties, high equity mixed with vacant in Birmingham, single family houses only. That's pretty much it. The numbers are all owners. They're not renters. And they actually have a phone number. That's literally it.
Okay, perfect, guys. Well, I'm going to go jump on some meetings right now. I appreciate you. All right. Thanks, guys. Yeah, deal machine. If not, open corporates. Go to opencorporates.com to get LLC skip tracing if you don't have like a software like deal machine. Did you use the California number? No, we use that Enzo dialer. All right. Peace, guys.